Why are younger people focusing more on this is the number one reason why the younger generation stays poor. The idea of making more money rather than creating systems in education and learning to create and sustain money is way more appealing. It's rampant in the hustle culture nowadays that the idea of make as much money as possible, spend as much money, buy the fastest cars. That's what is popularized in today's society. But a lot of people don't understand those people that have done those things and are still sustaining it into their late ages have bought their cars later than you have. You're 20, 21, 22, and you want the brand new Hellcat with an 82-month term with a 24% APR. And it's a problem because you haven't created the education, the system, and knowledge to gain those assets. You're still working that 9 to 5 job instead of going out and learning the skills that will be able to create you money without you having to do a lot of work. Learn how to do high leverage activities, and that will sustain you and propel you forward to be able to do other things in life rather than just drive that one car. Additionally, I understand the education system might be failing younger people. A lot of people that go throughout high school and go into college do not like their degree, or they don't feel any value will come from their degree. So what they do is they drop out. They change minors, they change majors, they change their degree instead of focusing on one thing for a long period of time and then getting it done. For example, doctors go through 6 years of the same thing and then they go into practice and then they go on to be a doctor. But what we like to do as human beings, we like instant gratification, satisfaction. We like things to happen now. So what we do is we go into a neuroscience degree, and then we change our major to an economics degree, then we change our major to a literature degree, then we change our major again to an athletics degree, then we change our major again because we don't want to be athletics. We want to be something more specific. So we change our major again to sports medicine. You guys have to figure out how to stick to one thing on a long enough time frame. Success is not about being the best at 10 things. Success is about being the best at one thing. If you're best at one thing and everyone knows you for that one thing, that will make you more valuable than if you're best at 10 things, because they can find 10 different people to do what you can do, because one person is going to do it better because you got 10 different things in your mind and that one person only has one. So you have to focus on one thing and to propel yourself forward. So if you want to do neuroscience degrees, if you want to do aero design, if you want to design spaceships, if you want to be a taxi driver, if you want to be a communications manager, focus on that first. And then after them 5, 10 years that you only focus on that, then you can switch. Then you can do other things that will allow you to prepare your future and make more money in that degree. At the end of the day, the decision to make more money is up to you. You are the person that will decide, do you want to make more money now and sacrifice your future, or do you want to create systems and knowledge now and relationships now that will propel your future to that next level? If you want to just create money, monetization now, and you don't want to prepare yourself to the future, it's very easy, because all you have to do is go to work 2, 3 jobs, and you're good. You'll make everything how you want to make it. All you got to do is work a lot, and you don't have to worry about anything, right? But at the end of the day, after you're doing all that, that's all you have is that money. You don't have any skills, any knowledge, any relationships that'll build you more without you having to do anything. And that's the problem with just making money and not building skills. Once you have the money, what will you do with it? Because ultimately money is there to be spent. So you will end up spending the money and have to make more money. And that's the problem with just making it, because as much as you make is as much as you want to spend. You don't just make millions of dollars to keep millions of dollars there. No, you make millions of dollars so you can spend millions of dollars and live a $1 million lifestyle. That's why you get it. So if you work a 9 to 5 and make $100,000 a year, it's going to take you 10 years to get $1 million. If it takes you 10 years to get $1 million, you're going to be 30 by the time you get your first $1 million, right? And that's if you saved every single penny. The average hypercar cost about 180, maybe 58,000 to 180, right? Just the average. So if you do that math in your head, it don't make sense, because you still got a mortgage, food, payments, car payments, everything. You still got to live. So it's going to take you 5 years to get that one supercar. And then what? 5 more years to get another one, 5 more years to get another one. And that's if everything goes well, which it most likely won't. But what you can do is you can wait them 10 years and just build. Now, you might not be the most successful person, but you can wait those 10 years and just build your future. And then the next 10 years is going to be coasting because you're going to be making millions of dollars a year because you already understand how to make money, how to have high leverage activities. You're going to be great. Now, for those people that want to create a career path, want to do things in their career, education is great. If that's what you want to do, education is great. And do not let nobody tell you education is not great. Now, for the average person that wants to be successful like the Instagram models, or they want to be a YouTube creator or something, for that person, college might not be for you, right? But for the average individual, college is great. It's less leverage now, but it's better than doing nothing and sitting on your couch, BSing around on a computer talking about an aeroscience degree. It's a lot better than that because if you want to go into a doctorate field, you might need a degree. If you want to go in the law field, you might need a degree. You understand what I'm saying? But if you want to go work for Elon, for example, you know what I'm saying? You just have to show that you are competent enough to do that. And that's where a lot of people fail. It's hard to show competency nowadays. It's easy because if you go to college and you get a degree that shows a specific level of competency, you can do something for 4 years, and you can stick to it, and you can get a decent amount of grades, and you can listen to somebody talk. Competency, right? Showing competency is basically what the world revolves around. If you come to my business and say, I can do this, and you're competent, and you understand what you can and can't do, boom. That's all I need because you understand what you offer. You understand what you can do. But if you don't know what you can do for someone else or even for yourself, if you don't understand what it is, you won't achieve it. So understand what you offer, figure that out, and then keep going and scale that way. Now, again, while making money can seem like the most enticing thing to do, education has a long-term benefit because you will build a strong foundation. Don't build your house off of sand. Build it out of concrete. Make sure the concrete don't crack. Make sure you put specialists down on the concrete to make sure the rebar inside the concrete looking how it's supposed to look. So the foundation is strong and the walls get built up right. But if you're building it on sand, once that little bit of sand fall, the whole structure of the castle that you built gonna fall with it. So make sure what you're building is sustainable throughout life. Don't try to build something that's not sustainable off of hard work. Hard work is necessary. It's very, very necessary. But hard work at the wrong things is detrimental to your success. Because you think, oh, I'm getting paid $21 an hour. I'm doing the best. You got to focus. Focus on relationships. Focus on building with other people. That will scale you. $21 at a regular job is not going to scale you. Why? Because you're not building with people that are abnormal. You have to build with abnormal people that's doing a lot more than other people. If you're working at Starbucks, for example, you're getting paid $21 an hour, right? It's great that you're getting paid $21 at Starbucks, right? But when you leave Starbucks, who are you? What connections do you have? You have your other employees that worked at Starbucks, right? But if you transition that into a business and you have one or two people that you work with the whole time and y'all were getting money together, and y'all were focused on one thing, you'd be like, hey, you know, I was never a Starbucks guy, but I definitely know how to make money outside of Starbucks because I was working with this person and this person. We made money all the time. Now, it didn't work out, but we always made money. We was always good. We know how to focus. We were sitting down, we were focused. And if we can do that for a long enough period of time, we will make a whole bunch of money. And I know that, and I believe that in my heart. Okay. Let's try it. Let me try it. Let me call them up and see what's going on. And if they're not down for it, let me see who I can work with. Let me try something different. I can build something. I know I can do it. We've been doing it for X amount of time. I know I can do it. It's not about that. And that's when you grow. And you see how that mindset wasn't focused on just make money. It was like, hey, I worked with these people before. We did a lot of great things together. We made money. We can do it. We focused. We had hard work, all of that. We learned skills. We did all these things. I think we can do it. Let's try it again, right? Instead of, I'm going to just go back to Starbucks. You know what I mean? It's different. It's levels to it. Now, if you want to work at Starbucks, that's good. But if you want to build relationships and travel the world and have different friends in different communities, you got to do those things that will create that result. Be the best you possible, and that will allow you to scale your business, your personal life, your company's life, whatever you want to scale, you can scale that through efficient effort. Do the best you. Learn knowledge, read, listen, watch, Absorb information and become better, and you will become better. Don't focus on the immediate results. Don't focus on the immediate goals. Focus on what can you do to be better in 10 years rather than what can I do to get as much now. Say, what can I do that will help me out in 10 years? Oh, I can learn X, Y, and Z. So next year I don't have to learn that, and I can just focus on making money. And then in this season of my life is making money. And then this season of my life is building relationships. And this season of my life is learning. If you do that, you will scale at an exponential level. You guys have a great one. Stay safe.